Hi guys, welcome to Fishing with Clint and Benny. All right, today what we're doing is we're using a drop shot technique for halibut and spotted bay bass, but it'll also catch corvina, it'll also catch yellowfin croaker. Basically anything that's in here will eat this, this technique and rigging because it is absolutely deadly. So basically what I've got is I've got a fluorocarbon leader, and I'm going to rig the drop shot. All right, sorry about that. We're kind of in a location where the planes are flying directly overhead, so it can get a little noisy. All right, so this is the proper technique for a drop shot rig. Okay, I've got my number 6 hook. I'm using small baits today to really attract a bite rather than larger baits. What we'll do is we'll move to larger baits once we start seeing the fish really start pushing the bait and busting them out of the surface. So what we do is we just take it through the hook like this, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're going to go back through the eye of the hook. See if I can get it, there we go. All right, we're gonna take that, we're gonna stretch that out to right about here. Because what we want is we want our hook up here and we want our sinker down here. There we go with another plane. All right, so once we've got that, all we do is do an overhand loop, okay? That's it, just like that. Then we take this loop end that we've held and we go back through the hook, okay? Like such. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that that's nice and lubed so that it slips really nicely and it doesn't chafe the line at all. It's a really easy technique, is just to wet the line. You can use your mouth, you can use the water, whatever. And that will just slide right down to the eye of the hook like such. Okay? So now we're good to go. What we then do is we take the tag end of the line like this, and we go back through the eye of the hook. Okay? So that when that pulls tight, what you're gonna have is that hook pointing straight up, so that when you hook the fish is gonna come up and it's automatically hooked, just like that, okay? Then we've got wrong pocket. We've got our weight. Now this is a 3/8 ounce weight that we're using today. The reason why we're using small weight is we're using 6-pound test, okay? And we just spin it like this. Real easy knot to learn, okay? Then you take the tag end of the line and you feed it back through that little hole, just like that. Pull that tight, and we are ready to go. Flip that tag end off, and we're set. Now, rigging a bait. Now this is the easiest way to rig a bait. What we're using today are Gulp Emerald Shiner minnows, 3-inch, 8 centimeters. The reason why we're using the Gulps is that when the fish bite, they hold on to it because it's got that scent and it tastes like a real bait fish. So, all we do is we take this hook. What I like to do is, because this has a little lip on it, we just take that off because we want that bait to really swim well. Now that it's nice and flush here, we take our hook, we make sure it's straight into the bait, okay? And we just pull it down until about this part gets about to right about where the hook starts to bend, okay? And then we come back out the back like this, okay? Push that tight. Now as you can see, I've got this to where it has a little bend in it, which is not what we want. We want this bait to be absolutely straight. What'll happen is that when that bait starts swimming through the water, it'll start to spin, and that's not the action that we want. We want it to be absolutely straight. I'll go back and I'll try it again. Okay. That's still got a little bend in it, but it's not bad. But there we go. That's a better look. So we want that bait as straight as possible on this hook. Now what you want to do is, these are snelled hooks, and they usually come with a little leader on them. What you want to do is you want to take that leader off, because we're not going to use that leader. Clip it off, because what we're doing is we're tying it straight to that hook. Now most of the snelled hooks that you'll get in the stores have a bend in them. They'll be, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so this is a size 1 Eagle Claw snelled hook. As you can see, they have a leader on them. Again, what we want to do is we want to just snap that, take that thing off. Flip it a couple times. Clip it right here. Push that through. If we can, flip it a couple more times. There we go. All right. So we just want to slide that through like such, and then pull it. That will get you a nice, clean hook. All right. So now what you see with this hook is it's bent. So what you're going to want to do, in order to get that bait to really swim well, you want to take that and bend it. Okay? So that you have a hook that is absolutely straight, and that will allow the bait to swim really, really well in the water. Nice straight hook like this. All right, so we've got our bait rigged up, and we are ready to fish. Unfortunately, the water's out. Otherwise, I would show you exactly how that bait swims. Once the water comes in, we'll revisit how the bait swims in the water, so you can see exactly how it looks. But, all right, so we're all set up. We got our bait rigged. All we do is just pop it out there. Cast. And once we get the tension in the line, all we do is we just move it real slowly along the bottom. Real slow. Give it a little twitch every now and then. Again, the slower the presentation, the better. Only that bait is going to move really, really well. And you just want to give it just a little twitch. Sometimes the halibut will very, 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 very lightly mouth it. And then you just want to let it sit. And then once you feel the tension on the line and the rod tip moving, then you're bit. Alright, nothing on that one. This is going to be the cast. Alright. As you can see, it's overcast right now. We got a little bit of the tide moving in, which is good. You really want to fish the incoming tide. Generally tends to be the best when the fish feed the most. And what we're using is a little lighter pattern. Normally, what I'd be using in a darker situation would be a darker bait, simply so that the fish can see it better. However, this color right now seems to be the hot color. I was using a little darker pattern earlier and wasn't getting bit. Switched up to this one and immediately got bit. All right, so using this technique, got a nice little bass on here. Wish it was a halibut, but you know what? It's a pretty good bass. Not terribly big, but it just goes to show that this technique works very, very well. Okay. Easiest way to get a hold of these little guys, just to put your finger right in their lip, or your thumb right in their lip, just like that. Hook set right there, comes out super easy. What I'm doing is I'm doing a little program out here at this spot where I'm just taking and I'm doing just a little clip of the top of the tail. Oops. It's not going to hurt the fish at all. It's basically a science project. So, as you can see, just a little clip on the fin, no big deal. Doesn't hurt the fish at all. And I'm going to release it. I'm going to document the time and date in which I've caught this fish. And if I ever catch it again, well, based upon its length, what I'll do is I've already got a length on it. It's about the size of my pliers. I will measure it again if I catch this particular fish again. So, technique works. Bye-bye.